All right. Says we are live. Let's check it out. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Those of y'all that's in the building early, smash the like button as you come on in. Smash the like button as you come on in. We're going to talk a little boxing in the AM. Share the video and spread the word to the ends of the earth. 78 Sports TV is live, you dig? It's Monday, so we know we got the queen. Ashley's corner in the building. How you doing today, sister?
What is good? What's good? What's happening, everybody? What's popping? What's popping? Hope everybody's good and enjoyed the fight. I had a good weekend. But let's get on to it.
Yes, indeed. Let me scroll up, see who we got in the building thus far. We got OG King Joker. Let me see here. We got who's this? OG Sleep. Boxing IQ. Let me see. Dirt Gang Boss. Kenneth Young. Jalen Hudson. Jeff the Producer. Coach 67 Sports TV. Anwar Willis. QCP 1000. Mark Wonderlynch. Miami Snoopy 305 in the building. Malik in here. LDBC or nothing. Daniel Mitchell in the building. Pablo Escobar, Godson 777. Smoke in the City. The Real Deal Detailing Shop. TY Boxing. The homie Jared Green. The homie Cano Loco Sports. What it do? Black Attack. Rod Neal. Ruben Escobedo. Frank from the Land. Young Deezy 2007. King Ferg. D-Man Jr. Robert Singleton. Brandon Adam Perry. Kennard Smith. G Code Wody in the building. Almighty Law. A condo, LDBC or nothing up in here. King Strick. Deacon Dollars. The lovely Queen 71 is in the building. Let's see here. What's that? Poise 111. Big Texas. Salute to everybody in here, man. Your mama side guy is in here. It's too. Brandon Adam Perry. Imperette. NomQuest. Random Thoughts. D Luckett. Let's see here. Hey, yo, Be Easy is up in here. I Am Legend Boxing. 600 Sid. I can't read everybody, but much love, much appreciation to everybody that's in the building, man. Salute to all of y'all. We about to cook. Get them likes all the way up, ladies and gents. Get the likes all the way up. What's up, Cadillac Red? I see you in here. What's up, Quest X? All right. So, Ashley, this past weekend we had undisputed matchup. Long-awaited fight we've been waiting to see for 5 years. Errol Spence Jr. versus Terence Bud Crawford. Unbelievable. What was your thoughts of the fight? First of all, to tell people who you picked going into the fight and what was your thoughts of the fight?
I picked Errol Spence going into the fight. I thought it was going to be a 12-round fight. I picked for him to win in the decision. When watching the fight, I think Errol didn't look like himself doing the fight. He didn't fight like himself. I'm not going to talk about the way he looked before coming out in the ring. I'm just going to say the way he was fighting wasn't himself. He looked like his legs wasn't there. His defense wasn't there. He got outclassed, like totally. He looked bad. Like it's not much that you could say about that fight besides it looked like it was the hardest, Earl's hardest fight, of course, because he got stopped. And it looked like Bud's easiest fight, for real. Like, easiest fight at 147 pounds, for real. For as much that was on the line, he took that fight easy. It was easy work.
Indeed. Jamar Sanders in the super chat coming through with the 2 piece. Appreciate the support. He said 78. You the realest, never disrespected, Bud 100. Salute to you, man. Well, I got my issues with Bud on a personal note, but as far as the boxing go, you know what I'm saying? He's still the dude, and he proved it. Raider time in the super chat coming through with the 5 piece chicken nugget. Appreciate the support. Said salute to the General Ashley in the chat. Still man down, but Bud made a believer out of me. Absolutely. Let's see who we got in here. Brandon Adam Perry coming through with the 10 piece. Appreciate the support, bro. He says, was at the fight and the crowd was packed, 80% black. We support our own. Great weekend. The fight, though, was over in the second when Bud easily punched EJ across the ring, pushed EJ across the ring. Yeah. The strength. So that's what we're going to talk about here. So Ashley, I did a million videos about this. That's why I'm going to go to you. But what did you think of Terence Crawford's strength in comparison to Errol Spence's strength?
I have to contribute a lot of it to Errol himself. Like, he just didn't look prepared for the fight. It looked like something was wrong with him. Maybe he was tired, or I'm not even going to speculate. But given that they fought the similar opponents, and we all know that he's strong.
Hold on 1 second, Ashley. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Get this weak ass dude up out of here. Somebody slapped this dude in the back of the head with a wrench. Ain't no still man down. He lost. Shut up, man. You dudes are so pathetic, man.
Yo, one loss don't mean shit. One loss don't mean shit. And if Bud is that good, which he is, there's no shame in losing to him. There's no shame in that, bro. Like, I don't understand where all of this, trying to rub in shit. Like, bro, y'all are men, bro. Like, y'all don't be touching each other. For real. Stop trying to rub in shit. It's not that serious, bro. Unless you won a lot of money, cool. Unless you won that shit off 78 or me, it shouldn't be no reason you coming up in this bitch talking shit. For real. Like, that shit serious. It's one loss, bro. Like, that's why people say, and then y'all say, oh, well, Floyd messed up the sport because he didn't lose. Like, bro, come on. It's so much bullshit. It's always something. It's one loss. Bud is that dude, and which he is. He got back-to-back undisputed. Everybody got stopped by him. If y'all believe he was going to get stopped by him, okay then. So what's the surprise? Why y'all coming in here being all extra? You know what I'm saying? Yes, it is. It's still man down. The man still got fans. His fans ain't going to leave. It's one fight. Y'all act like he lost to a tomato can. Is that who Bud is? Like, and for the people that saying that, oh, Derek James is this, Derek James is that, bruh. He didn't lose to somebody y'all don't know. Y'all know exactly who Terence Crawford is, bro. Y'all act like he lost to fucking Connor Benton. I'm sorry.
Quest X in the super chat showing love, much appreciation. Quest, he says, no one can tell me there wasn't something wrong with EJ, something off about EJ. He says he had nothing in the phases of strength, reaction time, even his coordination. Yeah. It was all bad, bro. His timing and stuff was off. Some people say that he making excuses. That's not excuses, man. Like, the man timing was off. Motherfucker had a year and a half layoff. His timing was off. When motherfucker asks you, hey, man, why you getting hit so much? Oh shit, my reaction timing was off. That's not making an excuse. That's fucking the truth. Frequent Flyer RC in the super chat. Appreciate the support. Says the first hard jab with them stacked hands was the beginning of the end for Errol. He says the next fight cannot be in Vegas. Sorry, 78. It had to be said 100. Hey, man, I hear what you're saying, but, they keep having these fights in Vegas, man. I already said I don't even want Deontay Wilder fighting in Vegas no more. But Vegas, they allow a lot of – Vegas still run by the mob, homie. But anyway, they allow the stacked padding and stuff on your gloves. I mean, your wraps. That's been going on for years, so you can't really use it as an excuse because they've been doing it for years. Let me see here. Um, James Smart in the super chat. Appreciate the support, man. Says it's been a minute since I caught a live. Good to be back. And what changes do you think he can change to be more competitive? I'm gonna go to you, Ash.
I'm sorry, you said what changes can he do to be more competitive? Oh, he just got it. I honestly think it was something wrong. Like, I think on a different night he can do better. I don't think he's shot like people said. I think he go back to the drawing board and probably have to move up and weight. He can come back stronger than ever. You know what I'm saying? I honestly just think some people just got your number. Is it a horrible thing if Terence Crawford is the one person that got his? No,
Right.
I don't think so. I just don't think so. Like, I don't think this loss is gonna kill Errol Spence. It's not. Like, it's not. I don't think he got beat to a pummel. Like, I don't think that he looked worse than past opponents that Earl had himself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he looked bad in this fight because I believe something was wrong with him physically. You know what I mean? Maybe he had to do something extra when he cut weight. Maybe, I mean, anything could have happened in training camp, and they're not going to just come out and say that because then there'll be excuses. Earl Spence, being the man that he is, just said the better man won, and he didn't make any. So we shouldn't do that either.
Indeed. Um, I am Legend Boxing coming through with the 10-piece in the super chat. Appreciate the support, man. Says Earl looked drained and sleepy, but he knew it was coming before the fight. His energy was off. We all seen it. But he signed the contract. He got outplayed and is still here for the rematch. Salute to Bud. Salute. Let's see here. Appreciate the support. Shit, talking about sleepy. I'm sleepy as hell. Let me see here. Then we got I don't know what's up with my laptop. My laptop is acting like some bullshit right now. Artwork in the super chat. Appreciate the support. He says Spence walked into the arena looking high. Hashtag dive. No, I don't think he took no dive. Earl got too much pride for that, bro. But he did walk into that arena looking sleepy or high. Something was wrong with him, but you know what I mean? You gotta take it for what it is, bro. It is what it is. That's why I'm just telling y'all a couple weeks ago, man. I said, man, in basketball, the best player in the league, can have an off night, right? Whoever you think the best player in the league is, whether it's Giannis, LeBron, whoever. Let's say LeBron go out there one night against whoever the fuck, and he only scored 5 points, right? And he just shoot up a bunch of fucking bricks, turning the ball over. All right, it'll make the news, but motherfucker don't care because they can play tomorrow. He can make it up tomorrow. He play tomorrow. He play better, right? And everybody gonna forget about that 5-point performance. But in boxing, if you have an off night for whatever reason, your timing is off, your coordination is off, you stress, whatever the fuck the reason is. In boxing, you have an off night, you get your ass whooped most of the time. And that's the sad part, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and then that's why these guys don't want to fight the best. You know what I'm saying? Because the people who put it out there on the line, who try to fight the best, are the most criticized by the fans. The people who do everything they can to protect their own are beloved. You know what I'm saying? Like this, I don't even blame these motherfuckers for not trying to fight. You take a fucking loss because you put yourself in position to fight the best, and what they do. Oh, he done. Get him out. Oh, it's a wrap. BT1 in the super chat. Appreciate the support. He says, I hope Black Fight Fan is good. I know he got mad love for Spence. Yeah, did you see he put up a video? Yeah, he put up a video. Black is cool. That good. Let's see here. G in the super chat. Appreciate the support. He says, no rematch. Same way. Look at this dude here, man. Look at this idiot, man. These dude just wants some attention so bad, man. I'm gonna start proofreading these super chats before I put them on the screen. Bunch of weirdos. Let me see here. Salute to Isaiah Young in the super chat. Appreciate the support. He says, "Congrats to Bud. Earl will be back. Both brothers getting paid. Yes, indeed. They should clear. They should clear some good money. I don't know how much, depending on what the paper. But I heard a rumor that they guarantees was like 20 something million a piece. That's a rumor. I don't know if that's true or not, but if the pay per view sold over 1 million, they should be real good. They should be good. Let's see here. Darius Ewing in the super chat. Appreciate the support. Says Spence needs to avoid Bud rematch and join teams with Bud. Iron sharpens iron. Join teams with Bud. Says maybe they can help him out more on the fundamentals. Get away from AJ and Ryan. Salute, Darius Ewing. Let's see here. Young DC 2007. Salute. Says the rematch at 154 will put all this to rest. All right, so yeah, so if Terence Crawford and Errol Spence have both agreed to have the fight at 154, according to the reports. So if that's the case, Ashley, do you think Earl can come in here at 154 more refreshed, bigger, stronger, and make it look different at all?
Yes. I really think the outcome's going to be the same, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, not the outcome's going to be the same because it's going to be different. But I don't think that he probably will win again at 154. The problem, he it was. I don't know what his exact problem was, as far as why he looked the way he did, but the speed and the fact that it seemed like Earl wasn't prepared for what Bud was doing during the fight. Bud was prepared to come out and do exactly what Earl was prepared to do. Step to him in the first round, work off his jab. I don't think Earl was prepared for that. You know what I mean? And since I seen that part of Bud, and I know that he can do that in the way it looked and his speed of his jab and how he waited until certain times to throw his power shots, I believe that'll happen again at 154. And he'll make it a harder fought fight. But I really think that Bud will probably still win.
Right. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. We got John Seals in the super chat coming through with the 5-piece. Appreciate the support, man. Says I will say, if nothing was wrong with Earl, he needs to retire because that Earl was seen ain't beating nobody. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, that Earl right there.
Yeah. Something's wrong with him.
Yeah. If that's how Earl's gonna fight going forward with that reaction time and everything like that, yeah, I don't want to see that Errol Spence fight because that's not a healthy Errol Spence because elite fighters is going to put the paws on him. You know what I'm saying? Elite fighters is going to put the paws on him and it's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So, he was doing a lot of reaching. He was slow to get back on defense. There was no feinting from him. Everything he stand for, his fundamentals, was absent. There was no fundamentals there. There was no pivoting. Like, I love Errol Spence's foot placement, his pivoting, his angles. He gave none of that. He was just like hell bent on coming forward, swinging for the fences at Terence Crawford. I'm like, what are you? I've never seen Earl fight like that before, and none of these haters ever seen him fight like that before either. But they just pretending, they just, they're enjoying the moment. Richard D in the super chat. Appreciate the support. Says Pacquiao and Loma got losses. One loss don't mean nothing. Well, when you black, it does.
Right.
When you black, it means something if you got lost because you got all the other races that unite to shit all over black people out of jealousy and shit. Ha! Yeah, I know that you black guys think you're so cool. You black guys think you're so tough. You think you can beat me. All that shit. They be so happy. And then you have the jigaboos within our own race that team up with them to keep themselves from being trolled. So they join up with the racist motherfuckers. So yeah, if you black, you can forget about it. It's gonna be memes all over the place. They're gonna shit all over you. You know. Passive student in the super chat, appreciate the support. Coming through with the 5-piece chicken nugget. He says, think about it. Out of all the boxers who have fought throughout history, only 21 boxers have retired undefeated. Let that sink in. Yeah, only 21. And that's why I've been trying to tell people for years, like, if you fight the people you're supposed to fight, when you're supposed to fight them, you're going to take a loss. That's just what it is. Very few people can retire undefeated. And even the people that did retire undefeated, there's people you can look at and say, oh, he didn't fight this person. I want to see him fight that person. That fight didn't happen. You can do that. The lovely Queen 71, salute to the sister in the super chat with the 5-piece. She says, if I catch you fuck niggas being reckless, I'm timing you out. Have zero tolerance for the BS today. Absolutely. Go and get him, Queen. Stock 7 in the super chat, coming through with the 10-piece. Appreciate the support. He says, allow me to share some of my Bud winnings with you. He says, Spence was overconfident. Too much talk about breaking Bud. No backup plan. I agree with that. Omaha Red in the super chat. Appreciate the support. Coming through with the 5-piece. He says, I thought the first knockdown was a flash at first, but when I rewatched it, Errol legs did the Zab Judah, so he was hurt early. Yeah, he got hurt early. And Bomac instructed that shot. Bomac told Bud he's punching slow as hell. He's throwing a lazy jab. Next time he does that, go over the top of that jab. Counter over the top. And that's exactly what he did. And I don't know why Earl was that slow. I never seen him move that slow before in my life. Never.
Yeah, he was moving slow, especially that jab to the body. As soon as he started doing it, I was like, "Oh my god, he's gonna get hit with something hellacious throwing that jab to the body like that."
What's up, Brown Sugar Tay Tay? I see you in the building, Tay Tay. Jay Briscoe in the super chat. He says, "Salute to you." He says, "Earl knees were buckling while walking to the ring." I didn't see that part. I seen him walking to the arena looking high though. Oh, like he just woke up. Let's see here. Brian T in the super chat, appreciate the support. Says salute 78, listening from Indianapolis. Thanks for everything you do for the sport. Hashtag man down. Salute to you. Appreciate the support. Guy in the chat says, just want to ask one question. Where did the hate for Bud come from? Well, see, people have revisionist history. Terence Crawford used to be much respected and much supported around these parts, and he still is respected. But Terence Crawford's he has some extreme fans himself. They like to go in people's chats and talk crazy and call people out their name, and then the moment you respond in full force, they play the victim. You see, Terence Crawford family members and friends have been on social media for 5 years, calling people bitches and hoes and fuck niggas and all kind of stuff like that. And when you retaliate, they play the victim. You understand? So that's what happened. Now, I know nobody want to hear that, but I was here for the whole thing, so I remember. Let me see.
I remember
that. King P in the super chat showing love, much appreciation. Homie says, I do like the fight at 154, but just like Spence will be stronger, so will Bud. Nonetheless, I will support both these brothers. Salute 78 in the LDBC. Salute to you, fam. Appreciate that. The OG Mr. Mott in the super chat. What's happening with it, homie? Appreciate the support with the 10-piece chicken nugget. He says, what run me hot is when when in the stands that I can't see nothing, bro. Hold on. I'm trying to focus 1 second, bro. Said take a stance that if you picked against Bud, you're just a hater. And you don't like him. He says, you kept that man number one pound for pound, but I guess that was you kiss his ass along with it. Man, you know what, bro? They're full of shit, bro. And I apologize, y'all. I can't really see the super chat that good. But Mr. Mott, that's what they do, bro. They full of shit, man. They just it's not all the Bud. It's not the real ones. It's the ones who just hate Spence, just using Bud as a means to hate on Spence. It's those motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? You know, the ones who didn't buy the fight, even though this is the biggest fight, they still didn't buy the motherfucker. Can't prove they bought the motherfucker. Didn't bet no money on the fucking fight. Everybody was so confident Bud was going to destroy Spence, but they didn't put no money on it. If y'all saw that shit coming, you should have bet $10,000, $20,000. But they didn't. Let me see here. All right. 619 Cali Factor. There you go. Salute in the super chat. Homie says, salute brother 78 and sister Ashley. Errol looked defeated before the fight. He looked extremely nervous, and he was walking in a strip line, easy target. Talking about straight line. Yeah. And Derrick James kept telling him to stop doing that shit, but Errol kept doing it, so I don't know what the fuck was going on with him, man. BT1 in the super chat, appreciate the support. It says Tunde said he, AJ, and Ryan diluted their camp. I told you that, man. I told you that when that shit first happened, bro. I said, man, AJ coming over there with that loser, sweat dripping all over the fucking gym. Ryan Garcia running over there. You know what I mean? You can't. Derrick James had a good thing going. You know what I'm saying? He had a good thing going, and then now you overextending yourself trying to help these losers out, man. You can't help them dudes. Can't help them dudes, man. Ryan Garcia ain't got no heart. AJ ain't got no heart.
Loser sweat. Right? Loser sweat.
Yeah, that loser sweat dripping all over everything and shit. BT1. Oh, I read that. Let me read this Cash App. Marcus in the Cash App, salute. He said, I ain't even reading that. I think you with your moms, bro. I think you with your moms right now. Let me see here. What we got here? Saints in the Cash App said racists were rooting for a double KO. No, they wasn't. Racists was rooting for Bud, not because they like Bud, just because they, in their mind, it's the lesser of two evils. Just how they did with Frazier and Ali. They good for stuff like that. King Grispy in the super chat, he said in the Cash App, he says EJ tried not to become a meme, but he did just that. Let's see what else we got going in here. I don't know what's going on with this computer. Ghetto Life Boxing in the super chat, appreciate the support. Says still with Spence, all boxers take losses. Absolutely. Jafari Caesar in the super chat, what it do, fam? Says Shakur was helping Bud. Maybe EJ can get Dev's help. That's not gonna help, man. It's not gonna help. I mean, Terence Crawford Um, I mean, maybe it could help with speed, but Terence Crawford is much faster than Earl. He punches lightning way harder, sharper, crisper. I was looking at Earl punches, man. I don't know what that was, man. But even in like the second round, early in the fight, where he backed Crawford up on the ropes, and he threw like some weird punch to the side of Bud. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't a knuckle punch though. It was like some slap. I'm like, what is? I don't know what EJ was doing, bro. I don't know what happened, but he just didn't look like himself. He didn't look like himself at all. So I definitely want to see a rematch because I want to know, um, it is. I want to know is what we saw last time from EJ real. I respect Bud and everything he did. This ain't got nothing to do with Bud. I want to know if that EJ is that how he really looked against Terence Crawford. You know what I mean? Because if that's how he looked against Terence Crawford, even at 154, hey, it is what it is. I got to see it though. David Jackson in the super chat coming through with the 10 piece. Appreciate the support. He says Bud elite, full credit. But Earl was slurring more than he normally does in the pre-fight interviews with Jim Gray. Something is mentally and physically off with EJ. We got to keep it 100. Well, I don't know, man. I'm not around Earl, so I don't know, man. I don't know if something is off with him or not. Um, Dion Kirk in the super chat. Appreciate the love. Says 78 Sports TV. You're my favorite to listen to about boxing, but after the Earl versus Bud, I can no longer be a fan of the sport. Only a spectator. My soul hurt. You'll be all right, bro. You'll be okay. I've been there many a times. Okay, going all the way back to Mike Tyson versus Buster Douglas. I hate Buster Douglas to this day. Man, they never did nothing to me, but I just hate him. All right, Buster Douglas, uh, Michael Nunn, James Toney, so on. So, man, I got so many heartbreaking. Roy Jones versus Antonio Tarver. I hate ugly ass Antonio Tarver to this day. He always run his mouth talking shit. Any more excuses, Roy? Fucking idiot. So I hate him. You know what I'm saying? I hate Tyson Fury. That's just how it's gonna be. But the love for boxing is always gonna be there, bro. You're gonna take losses though. You're gonna take L's. You're gonna bounce back. Your mama side nigga in the building. He says in the super chat, appreciate you, man. He says you inspired me to make my first video on boxing today. Salute to my brother. Hey, salute to you, homie. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna go check it out. Yes, indeed. Let me see here. Make sure I got everybody. The OG, Mr. Mont, back in that super chat. Appreciate the support. He says he said, that's what I was trying to say in your live last night. They doing these drive-bys, and I can't see shit when it's yellow up here, man. They doing these drive-bys. They not just attacking the Bud haters. They're attacking you, me, and everyone close. I'm not going for it. I don't blame you, bro. I'm not going for the shit either. Shit dumb. I'm just blocking them. When they come over here talking that dumb shit, I'm blocking them. I'm just blocking their asses, man. All right, Ashley, how did you feel Derek James did as a trainer? Do you think it was an issue with him? Do you think he was ill prepared along with EJ, or was it just an EJ problem?
Um, it's I don't know what Derek James said in the corner or what he didn't say in the corner to say it was his problem. Um, as far as we know, Derek James has been the only thing that hasn't changed in Errol Spence's career in his last 10 fights at least. So I can't blame him if all of us know something was off with Errol himself as far as his timing, the way he was moving, how slow he was. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. I'm sorry, my bad. But since something was wrong with Earl Spence, Derek James could have told him the perfect thing to do in the ring. It's not like he could have did it. You know what I mean? Uh, Shout out to Bud. Just honestly, even if he had a game plan, what Bud was doing, being that he had his own game plan, which negated what Earl was doing in the ring, and he was throwing hard shots and dropped him in the second round, and had Earl thinking twice and not being himself. So I mean, a lot of that goes to just how good Bud was fighting. But I wouldn't put any blame on Derek James because we don't know if Earl could follow instruction in the first place. I don't know what Derek James said, if he said something that didn't make sense to him, because I wasn't listening to the corner. I didn't have the TV turned up. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't hear what was said or what wasn't said. But I wouldn't put it on Derek James. I mean, you see Jamel Charlo lost the fight, and all of us knew he didn't listen to Derek James. He came back and fought him again and won. You know what I mean? Now he's undisputed. We seen Frank Martin fight somebody, and last two fights he's had, he went to the corner and admitted that he didn't do what Derek James told him to do. So I can't put any blame on him. I could put blame on what I seen in the ring, and I can't put much blame on Derek James. I hear people putting blame on him, and maybe you could say that he overtrained Earl Spence. But how can you say that if he really didn't fight nobody in a year? You know what I mean? It could have been any period of time he could have took off from training, but that's yet to be said. So I can't give that type of uh, blame to Derek James.
Yeah. Shade Girl 85, salute to the sister in the super chat. She says, it looked like the Vegas Wilder special. Yeah, it definitely looked messed up. Show did, but I can't put that jacket on Bud because he fought his ass off. That motherfucker fought like a superhero or some shit. Jay Smooth in the super chat coming through with the 20-piece chicken nugget. Appreciate support, homie. He says, I thought it was going to be more competitive. I never seen Spence fight like that. Congrats to Bud, though. Yes, indeed. Absolutely. Yeah, I thought it was going to be more competitive, too, man. I thought this was going to be a one for the ages. Classic matchup, and it wasn't that, though. That's my greatest fear. And I said it on video. I said, man, I don't want to see no. When EJ kept saying it's gonna be a one-sided ass whooping, I'm like, man, I don't want to see that shit. On either side, I don't want to see no one-sided ass whooping.
Mm.
Johnny Clock in the super chat coming through with the 5-piece. Just the racist would rather side with Bud instead of Spence because Spence talks that unapologetically black talk just like Wilder. These are facts. These are just facts. Let me see here. DB in the super chat. Appreciate the support. Says if roles were reversed and Bud looked off, would we still be acknowledging how bad he looked, or would would we be saying how good Earl looked? The same thing would be happening. It just wouldn't be happening on this channel. If the roles were reversed, you want absolute honesty. Though, if the roles were reversed, then the people who picked Bud will be saying Bud looked off. Bud didn't look right. That's what would be happening. That's the truth of the matter. You know, if Bud came out there and looked slow, and EJ was faster than Bud and all that kind of stuff, and then I would be like, yeah, I'm happy EJ won. I picked him to win, but Bud looked off. That's what I would say. Emeritus Boxing in the super chat coming through with the 10-piece chicken nugget. Salute, homie. Says salute. I want to see EJ retire. I believe his lifestyle showed in this fight. That's why his face was looking purple. A 2023 version of EJ can't beat the version of Crawford. Not at 147 or 154. Salute, man. Let me see if we got the cash app here. Tony Rome in the cash app. Salute. Says Spence need Blu-ray back. Yeah, well, I've been saying that, bro, for years, man. Spence need Blu-ray back, but I don't know why Earl went away from Blu-ray. I don't know if Blu-ray, if Spence feel like Blu-ray is too difficult, it's too much work. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, when he was with Blu-ray, he was knocking people out. I know that. David Jackson in the super chat, appreciate the support. So ironically, Thurman versus Bud will more competitive. Will be more competitive. No, we don't know that. We don't know if Thurman versus Bud will be more competitive. We can say that, but they haven't fought. I mean, for all we know, Crawford hit him with one shot and Thurman go to sleep, or Thurman hit Crawford with one shot, Crawford go to sleep. We don't know. That's why it's important to make the fights. But not Crawford, but Thurman fucked that up though. When Terence Crawford first came to 147, Thurman had the opportunity to fight Terence Crawford, but he dismissed him. Because Keith Thurman is one arrogant motherfucker. He used to be a cool ass dude and shit who was hungry. He was a big bad wolf. You know what I'm saying? Looking to take everybody lunch money and shit like that. And then he got 2 belts and he got comfortable. Started walking around with his nose in the air, snobby, and referring to himself in the third person and shit. And you know what I'm saying? Just ridiculous. And he said that when Bud moved up to 147, Keith Thurman said, "Oh, well, Terence Crawford don't offer me nothing. He ain't got no belt. What you did at 140 don't matter at 147. I'm the man up here," and all this so stupid shit. Like, man, he should have jumped on Crawford early. Keith Thurman lost his position. He ducked Errol Spence. He ducked Terence Crawford, and now he out here begging. I see him at the fight. He was so happy that fans wanted to take pictures with him. It was pathetic. He was walking down outside the arena. It was like a crowd of like 15 people plus reporters. Man, you should have seen his face was lit up. He was blushing and shit. He was, yeah, it's one time, baby. One time, like, man, come on, Keith. Money in the super chat. Appreciate the support. He says, when talented as Bud got to study and come up with a game plan based on Bud's skills. He says, you ain't going to be able to just oppose your will on Bud like that. I agree. You got to study for him. Most definitely. Most definitely. All right. We got Daryl Alexander in the super chat. Appreciate the support. Just stylistically, Bud is a bad matchup for Spence. Bud is a superior grappler. I'm sorry. He says the superior grappler. Spence style is the fight on the inside. Bud controlled the space. He definitely did. And EJ he didn't hide nothing. There was no disguise. He came forward like he was fucking. I'm gonna tell you something, man. No, I love Errol Spence, but that style he was fighting with looked like some Alfredo Angulo shit. Like what you remember Alfredo Angulo just come in and he real slow. That's how Spence looked, and he 10 times that fighter. He 10 times the fighter of Alfredo Angulo. So why is he fighting like that? That was weird to me. 619 Cali Dago, what's happening with it, man? He says, Plant slapped fire out of Jamal, and after that slap, Jamal was trying to apologize to Plant, and Jamal went out like a coward. Ashley, what did you think of Caleb Plant smacking Jamal Charlo back to Mississippi?
Yo, it was surprising. I was like, yo, it feels like y'all are the ones to slap on now. And it's crazy because y'all twins, you Like it, bro. Y'all gotta do something about this, baby. You got you got Halloween Herd got how many losses, and he slapped Jamel Charlo in front of his brother, and now Caleb got two losses. He a great fighter, but he slapped fire. He jump slapped. He lead left hooked slapped Jamal Charlo hard as hell on camera, and both the slaps got caught on camera. It's crazy, yo. I'm disappointed of the whole reaction because I heard, well, I seen a little short of a live come out saying that this is his first words, and all he said is I'm gonna be back. I was like, what the hell, like. And I said it in my live. I was like, yo, he got to reach to the front of the story and tell everybody what happened, bro. You need to, since you like going live, you need to go live and reach to the front of the story and tell everybody what happened, bro. For real. Because I'm hearing stories. I heard he got slapped. I heard the two wives got the fighting, and then he
Right.
got fighting with his brother, and then during that situation, Caleb Plant was trying to break it up, and he got his face grabbed by Jamal Charlo. When shit died down, he caught Jamal Charlo in one of them hallways and slapped the shit out of his ass. I was like, yo, the slap was crazy. It was loud. It spun his head around. I was surprised his hat stayed on his head. I was like, something need to be done about that, bro. Like, you can't just be slapping men around a grown man. I said that on my live. I was like, even when slapping was fashionable, like Charlie Murphy said, you go up to a man and slap that. I challenge you to a dude who said they went outside and had a gunfight after that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had to go. So it's like, yo, both the malls you got slapped by people that got worse records than y'all. Y'all need to do something, man. You need to do something about this shit, bro. You need to do something. That slap was crazy.
Yeah, the thing about the Charlo brothers is, they talk a lot of shit. They bully people. They always threaten them motherfuckers and selling wolf tickets and shit. But the moment somebody step to them, they ain't bust the grape. Like the nigga Tay Rock from Battle Rap and shit. The nigga Tay Rock always about to fight somebody. And Charlo's always about to whoop somebody's ass, but end up getting slapped every time. It's fucking pathetic. It's really, I'm getting tired of this shit. Like, bro, y'all gotta stop this shit, man. What is y'all doing out here? And why y'all always fighting each other, y'all brothers? Why y'all always fighting each other? Why is Jamal still with that stupid chick that he with? Why is he still with this chick? She keep airing you out. She keep doing all this foul stuff. You got all these mental problems because of her, and you still with this shit. Like, sit down somewhere, bro. It's ridiculous. I ain't got time for the Charlos. You know what I'm saying? They got too much stuff going on, especially Jamal. It used to be Jamel getting on my nerve, but now Jamal, he getting on my nerve because he ain't fighting nobody, and he's still with the the, the problem. The woman that's causing all this reckless drama in his life, he's still with her, from what I hear. So I don't know. Let me see here. Main event Mark in the super chat. Appreciate the support, bro. He says Errol loses one fight against the best, and now he says some raging alcoholic that needs to retire ASAP. Some of these dudes are ridiculous. Why do Earl like that? Well, bro, they don't care, man. They don't have no sympathy, man. These are the type of people that get up every morning before brushing their teeth, before washing their ass. The first thing they do is pick up their phone and log into Instagram or YouTube and see what the next gossip is. That's what they do. And then they won't even wash their ass after that. They'll call somebody. Hey man, you heard what Lizzo said? You're like, what? What Lizzo? You didn't hear Lizzo say she one of the 10 finest women in the earth. What you think of that? I think you need to brush your fucking teeth. I can smell your funky breath to the phone, bitch ass nigga. That's what I think. Fuck up out of here, gossiping ass, women ass niggas. The OG Mr. Mott in the super chat, showing love, much appreciation, homie. He says, them Charlo boys lost when they ain't gloved up. That's a fact. Yeah, from the story I heard was that there was some type of altercation between the two Charlo brothers, and Plant and Derrick James tried to break it up, and I guess they successfully broke it up. But Jamal Charlo grabbed Caleb Plant by the face for whatever reason. Plant wanted an apology, and whatchamacallit didn't feel like he needed to give an apology. So I guess Plant thought about it for a while, and then they said Plant came back around, asked for an apology again. He didn't get it, so he swung on, he slapped him, and that's the part we seen. But they say that happened like 30 minutes after the initial beef. That's what they say. I wasn't there, so I'm just going by the gossip.
That kind of sounds like what I know men that would do that don't wanna. He don't want to fight you. Like, he really just wants you to apologize. And he tried to walk it off and say, nah, it kept fucking with him. Came back, yo, you sure you don't want to? I know people that's like that, yo. He had to do something just for his own sanity. Yo, but you right. Them Charlo boys do a lot of talking, man. So they got to do something about this, though. For real.
Mm-hmm. Let's do something. I
would love to see that fight, though. Let's go.
Yeah, that's a good fight. Tariq Smith in the super chat coming through with the 5-piece. Appreciate the support. He says, salute, General. LDBC people. Errol Spence Jr. fought like a warrior. He says, I picked Bud, but love both fighters. Errol Spence Jr. got up from every drop. He deserves more from us as fans. I agree. Absolutely agree. Well said. BT1 in the super chat. Appreciate the support. He says, YT. YT stand for white boy, right? It stand for white. YT, white boy slapped Jamal, and he ain't do nothing. Hey, man. Jamal, told you, man, they just be talking, bro. Didn't motherfucking what's the Jason Voorhees at 154? He used to be at 154. What's his name? What's the fighter from 154? He slapped one of them Charlo niggas.
Hurd. Jamal
Hurd.
Yeah, Jerry Hurd.
Jonathan Jackson.
His other brother, too. Yeah.
Oh, what'd you say?
His other brother was there, too, I believe. Yeah, I think he slapped around Jamal to slap Jamel. That's what happened.
Yeah, he reached around them, yep.
Yeah.
And then motherfucker put their cup down, their little drink down. They ain't do shit. Selling the wolf tickets, man. I'm telling you, shit. Man, this was crazy. Jonathan Jackson in the super chat. Appreciate the support. He says, you seen Shakur talking about bet your whole purse? Like, what the fuck is he on? Bro, Shakur's a clout chaser, bro. I used to have so much respect for Shakur. But, like, bro, it's over. You're not getting the Devin Haney fight. You had the opportunity. All you got to do is take the 25%, and you was going to get a chance to fight it for undisputed, and you get a drained Devin Haney. You say no. You want 50-50. You didn't want to negotiate. You wanted 50-50. Then when the nigga say he fighting Regis, now you still running around talking about this nigga. For what? He fighting Regis. He at 140. What is the reason for you to still be talking about Devin Haney? Unless you just, what I said you was, a capping ass clout chasing nigga. Why the fuck aren't you calling out Tank? Why aren't you calling out Lomachenko? The people who are still in your division. You're not finna go to 140 and fight Devin. What is you doing? The nigga is jealous. I told y'all this, man. They were friends, and he got jealous of his homeboy because his homeboy surpassed him. That's all there is to it. Everybody out here know what the fuck that feel like. Have a jealous ass friend hanging around you. 1 minute y'all cool, next thing you know, your success irritate them, and they start acting funny in the motherfucker, spreading gossip and rumors and shit. That's what the fuck Shakur did. That's why I don't like his ass no more. Doing that sucker ass shit. D-Town, doo-wop in the super chat showing love. Appreciate the support. He says, let's keep it real. EJ was too arrogant. Got schooled. Oh, that's how you feel, doo-wop? Well, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens in the rematch. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Errol definitely was arrogant. Derrick James was arrogant. Errol was arrogant when he felt like he didn't need to look at no tape of Bud and study Bud. Because Bud studied him. Bud studied him, and with a guy like Terence Crawford, you can't give him no psychological advantages over you. You just can't. You know what I'm saying? Even with the weigh-in thing, where they staring at each other, and Earl turned away to look forward. Now Earl always does that, but in Bud's mind, I punked him. I punked him. Yeah, yeah, I got him. You don't need Bud having no more confidence. You know what I'm saying? David Jackson in the super chat. Appreciate the support. He says Tank came home. Shakur ain't said his name once. Yeah, but ain't nobody gonna talk about that. All these YouTube niggas ain't gonna make no videos about it either because the whole agenda was to bash Devin Haney and make Devin Haney look like he the one that's ducking and he don't want no smoke and all this stupid ass shit. When in reality, Shakur Stevens is a fucking clout chaser. That nigga just got to 135 and you got an opportunity to fight for undisputed. And you, nah, man, nah, I want that, nah. Look, crybaby ass nigga. Uh, Jesse White in the super chat, salute homie. Appreciate the support, Jesse. He says we ask for big fights, uh, but want to shit on the fighter for losing. He said we also beg for the biggest fights, only to stream it. What's your pay per view number? Uh, um, Absolutely. I want to know who all you know what I'm saying paid for this motherfucker because I bought it early, but I can bet you, I can guarantee you that most of the people doing drive-bys in the chat talking that slick shit, I bet you they streamed the motherfucking fight. Bet you they did, or they didn't even stream it. They waited, watched somebody YouTube live stream and got the play-by-play, and then when they heard the result, they ran, started talking shit in everybody's chat, and waited for somebody to upload highlights on YouTube. That's what they did. Them niggas ain't paid for shit. Just think about it. These motherfuckers can't even afford to send a $2 super chat, but I'm supposed to believe they paid $85. Come on, man. Mm-mm. That cable bill still in their mama name. They ain't ordering shit. Mama, hey, this is fight coming on. And no, I don't want to hear it, boy. You not ordering no more of that shit. All that damn Playboy shit your ass been ordering. Mama, this is a good fight though, mama. This is a good one. You ain't paid me for the last month. Looking ass niggas. You still owe their mama money for the cable bill. I know them niggas ain't ordered no fight, but we're gonna see what these pay-per-view numbers look like though. Hopefully it did over 1 million or close to it. Hopefully it did so they can get paid. That's what I'm looking forward to. Oh my goodness. All right, but anyway, Ashley, what you think of Boots Ennis now is sitting there after the fight? Boots Ennis was licking his chops. He wasn't intimidated by what Terence Crawford did. He said he can't wait for his shot. Do you think Jerron Boots Ennis? How do you think him and Bud fare? But I don't think the fight gonna happen because Bud going to 154 with EJ.
Yeah.
I think Bud is hunting Jamel Charlo. But how do you think if hypothetically if the fight happened, how do you think that fight will go with Bud and Jerron Boots Ennis?
It'll be a good fight. Shit. I think everybody that watched that fight seen a different Earl Spence and something was wrong with him. So I don't think there's a reason for another fighter to be intimidated after watching after watching Bud fight all his fights at 147. If they wasn't intimidated by seeing the rest of his knockouts, they shouldn't have been intimidated by seeing this fight, saying that Earl wasn't himself. I think even Danny Garcia tweeted that Earl didn't look himself. So I mean, I'm glad that he wants Bud. I mean, I think he wanted Earl or Bud or both before the fight happened. I'm glad ain't nothing changed after it. That means he a true warrior and he wants to fight. As far as what will happen in it, I mean, I think that's probably the fight that we should be looking at. You know what I'm saying? Like the fight that probably would be more closer. would probably be Boots versus Bud. And I think Boots have a very good chance in that fight. So I will look at it as a 50-50 fight, honestly. Just because I see how Boots looked in the past. Uh, I I was looking at this fight to go 12 rounds. I wasn't looking at Earl to stop or to drop Bud. And I would look at Boots and Bud the same way. But yeah, I would think somebody's getting stopped and that fight's not going to go 12 rounds. That's the only thing that I can say. That's a 50-50 fight and it's not going 12. That's all I can say right now. But because the last showing that Boots had, man, like I ain't never questioned his ability to do shit. You know what I mean? I did have questions about Bud and Earl's at one point in time. So that says a lot about Boots and me to me. So I don't know. I don't know who would win that fight.
Indeed. Carl Lee in the super chat coming through with the 5 piece. Appreciate the support, man. He says this was a good fight, but EJ did look off. But congratulations to Bud. You look phenomenal. Yeah, Bud look. I'm telling you, you look like a superhero, man. Shit didn't even look real. David Jackson in the super chat, salute, homie. He says right now, Bud stops Boots in 6 or 8. Yeah, I think Boots is he's definitely it'd be a good fight because Boots is young, his reflexes are still good, flashy. He can hurt Bud and everything like that. So he can go. He got a chance to win Boots. It's just that I don't trust Boots his experience against a guy like Bud. Bud is crafty. He knows
Yeah.
exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing, man. Bud better put him to sleep. Stark 7 in the super chat with the 5 piece. Appreciate your homie. He says another reason which confirmed my Bud pick was the Spence said he has PTSD and he's about to get punched in the head by a KO artist. Yeah, he's talking about PTSD from the car accident. Yeah, well, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna ride. I'm riding with EJ. If they fight again at 154, I'm gonna ride with him. You know what I'm saying? See how he fares, and we'll see if he makes some adjustments, and see how his body look. A condo LDBC or nothing in the super chat with the 10 piece. Appreciate you, homie. He says I want them to run it back. I believe it'll be a different fight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it can happen. It's happened in boxing history before. You know what I'm saying? People acting like, oh no, he just stay away. No, he can't do nothing with him. Look, man, we don't know that. EJ come back and win the fight in the rematch, then what? You know what I'm saying? Now you got a trilogy. Boxing Fan Times 4. Appreciate the support. He says Boots versus Crawford. Y'all want another Lubin type KO. No, I think Boots is better than Lubin. He better than Lubin. Let me see here.
And Boots hasn't been hurt or nothing like that. Like we haven't seen him wobbled or nothing. Like people were saying that we know that Boots got hurt by little old Gamboa. A lot of people talked about that. You know what I'm saying? We've seen things happen. You know, people said Bud got dropped by what's his name, Green Machine. People say a lot of things, bruh. But what can you say about Boots? What he went 12 rounds with Karen? That's it. Like he ain't never get hurt. He did never look horrible in a fight, in my opinion. I mean, I'm not saying Bud looked horrible. I'm just saying, like, to me, I don't know who's going to win. So to me, it might as well be a 50-50 fight. I mean, it could be 60-40 and all that stuff. Like, all that stuff don't matter to me, bro. I don't know who's going to win the fight, in my opinion. So uh, since Boots never looked bad, never been wobbled, never had a mark on his face, and stopped damn near everybody he's fought, period. You know, stopped more fighters. Like I just like, yeah, the you right, the advantage of, him being more seasoned. Of course, but Bud has that. You know what I mean? But somebody that can match Bud's power, his speed, his footwork, he switches. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it be close? A closer fight. Why wouldn't it be closer to a 50-50 fight? I just don't know who's going to win. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right. Dre in the super chat, appreciate the support. Says Keith Thurman and Boots should fight. Another fight I've been calling for years. I've been saying, well, not for years, but for at least a year and a half, I've been calling for Keith Thurman versus Jerron Boots Ennis. You know, keep saying, well, I'll fight anybody. If it's a situation where I got to take the fight to take care of my family, I take the fight. If that's the only check I'm gonna get, man, shut up, bro. Tell Al Hammond you want to fight there, bro. Man, got time for this capping ass shit, man. Boxer fan times 4 back in the super chat. He said Boots uh, need to fight at least Stanionis before Bud. Well, I would like to see him fight Stanionis as well. I would love to see him fight Stanionis. That's a good fight. It's a meaningful fight for the future of the welterweight division. If he Boots go ahead and get rid of Stanionis, get him out the picture, then he can unleash his reign of terror. I think Boots got next in the welterweight division. I want to see how he take on that responsibility and what he do. I just hope those belts don't end up all over the fucking place. If Crawford end up vacating them, I hope they don't end up all over the place and Golden Boy got one, Eddie Hearn got one, and all that stupid shit, and then motherfucker don't want to unify. It's shit stupid. Yeah, but anyway, Ash, tell the people they can find you. Mine's sleepy as hell. I can't see shit.
Me too. You can find me right here on YouTube under Ash's Corner. I'm under the same name on Twitter. My IG page is candid_a.g on Instagram. Candid_a.g. Catch me here every Monday with 78. I do have my own channel. I go live every Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I did talk about this fight and the whole how I felt about everything about it um, yesterday on my channel for like an hour. If anybody want to check it out in detail on exactly how I feel about that fight. But like always, everybody stay blessed.
Yes, indeed. Make sure y'all go check out Ashley Corner's page right here on YouTube. Go subscribe. And salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Super chat, everybody came through showing love today. About to get me some sleep, y'all. Holla at y'all in a minute. Deuces. Oh, y'all, I won't be live tomorrow. I gotta go have surgery. It's a short surgery, no big deal, nothing epic or nothing. Just some surgery on my foot, so I won't be live tomorrow. But I'll probably have some short videos uploading. You know, throughout the day tomorrow when I get back. All right, y'all. We're out of here though. Deuces.